It is a lovely Tuesday. Hope yours is going well.
Yes, me and Yoda, we're hanging out and just enjoying the day.
Well, how convenient, hanging out, because that's kind of what mortgage-backed securities are doing. They're just hanging out. No big ups, no big downs. We're going to talk more about why that's an okay thing. But at the beginning of January, beginning of 2026, Trump administration said, hey, we're going to make all these big changes. Nothing was implemented, but it did give us a little bit of a boost in the market. And then we've kind of just continued cruising. U.S. Treasury bonds are a direct competition to mortgage-backed securities. They surged up, which pushed mortgage-backed securities down, and vice versa. Just keep in mind, green and up is good, red and down is bad, and the overall trajectory for the past 2 months has been generally up, which is good. So, Dale, How does that translate to mortgage interest rates?
Well, right now we're sitting at about 6.09 on the 30-year fixed. Keeping in mind that's 20% down. All credit scores, discount points, all that good stuff. 5.44 on the 15-year. Interestingly enough, rates at their best, it doesn't feel like 6.09. And the reason I think is because we're seeing a trend. We're seeing discount points being paid more than normal, more than usual. And I think a lot has to do with the fact that we have now flattened out. We have more surety where the market's going to be. You didn't want to pay points a year ago when you thought might be refinancing in 6 months.
Right.
But now that we're kind of stable and it looks like that's where we're going to be, I think we're going to see more and more people paying discount points, thus artificially lowering their rate a little bit.
Right. Absolutely true. And it's not a bad investment strategy at this point. Hindsight is a very useful tool. It can beat you down, but at the same time, it can be useful. You mentioned about a year ago, if we were sitting here May, June, July of 2025, and we heard that there were going to be 3 rate cuts in 2025, and inflation is coming off of 9, 10, 11% month over month back in 2024. Well, and now we're at 3 or 4% month over month, and this is last year. Well, yes, we do expect interest rates to come down at some point. So it didn't really make sense to invest 1 or 2 discount points, 1% of your loan amount or 2% of your loan amount, into buying down your interest rate, when in 6 months to a year, they would naturally go down without discount points. But as you can see, we have much less volatility since October, much less movement drastically down or up, and the uncertainty in the marketplace has kind of dissipated, which basically says we're kind of here, we're living in this point. So it makes a lot more sense to actually make that investment in discount points. And that's why we're seeing a little bit, especially 2 weeks ago, quite a steep drop compared to other weeks that we've had. So very apt that you pointed that out. But I also want to point out the fact that we have the Fed meeting right now, today, Tuesday, and they're going to continue tomorrow. But they're not going to do anything. It's going to be Jerome Powell's going to stand up on stage and serve a big nothing burger to the world and say nothing's going to change. The federal funds rate will stay at 3.5 to 3.25 or 3.75, sorry. And this is not a shocking thing. It's part of the reason we haven't talked about it, because we heard this news last year at the end of the year when they met. So Dale, what are the market movers that are actually going to change mortgage rates?
Well, the 3 things that historically always have: inflation, jobs, supply. Those really control the bulk of why rates are what they are. You know, just look at the jobs. The more people have jobs, the more people have money to spend. Therefore, there's no need to lower interest rates if people are spending money. But when joblessness comes and the job reports come out and jobs aren't being produced, it's horrible for the people without the jobs, but that will help lower rates. Those three things always really control the market, besides the typical mortgage-backed securities, the overall economy, you know.
Oh, the
That kind of
list,
stuff.
the list is gigantic, but absolutely, these are the big ones that most impact affordability for buyers. So if you're considering getting into the housing market, the simple answer is right now is probably the best time, because if interest rates don't move very much, then you want to take advantage of the seasonal time that we live in, especially if you're in a more winter environment, upcountry perhaps. Now's the time to take advantage of some price adjustments for the downward side and buy the house so that you don't catch it on the upswing.
Yep.
All right, Dale, that wraps it up for today. As always, I appreciate you.
You betcha. Thank you. Appreciate you. And that was sound advice.
All right, well, then let's log off before I say something not sound.
Fair enough.
All right, take care. Bye.
Have a good day.